Look how dressed up I am. I just had an interview with Kano Apps. I met with the CEO, Tim, and also the HR representative, Magda. They both seem really nice. In case you haven't watched this, Kano Apps, KanoApps.com. They make social media games, perhaps best known for Mob Wars, but actually I believe it is called Free Ride. Let me check my phone. I did play that one a bit, and it seems really neat, actually. Free Rider, I should say. Well, that seems really cool. It's kind of like Excitebike, if you ever played something like that, but all the levels are generated by users. So apparently they have over 300,000 levels. That's pretty crazy. But anyways, this is why I'm all dressed up. I had an interview with them earlier, and maybe I get a chance to help make games and build a community. Anyways, well, we need a puzzle of the day, so let's hop to it. Today's date, August 9th, maybe an auspicious day. Oh, this is an exciting one. But the honeycombs always look good, don't they? For those of you who have not played or have not watched with me before, it's basically Minesweeper, but it doesn't just use rows and columns. This honeycomb design, pardon me, oh dear. This honeycomb design gives us the ability to run these lines as well. But it is the exact same concept. So, for example, with this 0 that says that it's not touching any mines, we can free up all these sections. And this goes again for this 0 and this 0, and they'll be all over the place. All these lines that I've clicked through will tell you exactly how many mines are in that line. A bracketed parentheses here tells me that they must be consecutive, so they couldn't be split. The mine couldn't be here and here. It had to be either here and here or here and here. But the dashes say they must be split, so they couldn't all three be consecutive. And knowing those rules, you just solve the puzzle. I don't see anything that is explicit right now. It really jumps out to me as a must be, so hopefully we find a good opener. 2 must be. And then mines that have a number open up into a large honeycomb shape, which you see here, and they dictate exactly how many mines are in that area. Pardon me again. Oh, I'm so sleepy. So, for example, this one already has a mine here, so it cannot be any of these, which is nice. So we can remove that. This 2 has 1, and this is the only spot it could be, so that makes 2. This 2 makes 2 here. 1 already has. Whoops, that was a misclick. This already has 1. That already has 1. That's a 0. Must be 1. Because this cannot be consecutive, it cannot be here. This one is done, so this whole line is done. Get rid of that. There's 1 mine in here. It can't be this one. Must be 1. That one's clear. This already has a mine in its honeycomb, so let's remove all of those. Must be a 2. This has 2. This has 1 in it. That's done. So this 2, it either has to be here and here, or here and here. It can't be both of these sections, because there's going to be 1 in this line. But either way, it must involve this one and 1 of these 2, which means it can't be either of these ones, because it's somewhere in here. Might have to come back to it by the looks of it. I don't think that can be resolved yet. Oh, I need some coffee. I had a late night and I didn't sleep well. It's very warm in our house. If I don't handle the heat well. Not that you guys care, but that must be a 1. Which means there could be 1 more in this line here. This is done. 2, 3 for this one. probably solve something with this one. 1, 2, and there must be one more. And this 2 has to be touching it. So knowing that it has to go 1, 2, 3, can't be any of these ones. That's a 0, which is nice. So it doesn't resolve it, but it is in here. 1, 2 must be 3. So it can't be any of these ones. 2 consecutive is nice. That one is solved for. That one is solved for. This one is actually done. Close that. Must be 2, so that 2 is done. Must be a 1, so that's this 2 is done. 3 can't be solved yet. 2, that makes 2, so it can't be any of these because of this honeycomb. 3 must be both. This makes 2. This 2 is done, so it must be here. That one's done, this 3 is done, this 2 is done. Yes. 1, 2, 3, so this line is done. That makes for 3. 1, 2, 3, that's done. Don't know which one it is yet. Oh, it can't be here or here because this 2 is done. 1, 2. So those are done. Must be. Nice. That's pretty good. Did we solve for any of these? 2. No. Not yet. Could be either. Oh, this must be consecutive. So this one is done. I think I awkwardly tilt my head when I'm working on an angle. 4 must be consecutive. So all of these ones are done. That's a good one. Must be. So both these ones are done. This one is done. That one is done. 3. 2 must be consecutive. Oh, it's the only other option. 0, so it cannot be. 2 in here. We have 1. Oh, must be split. So it must be here and here for this 2. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this 5 is done, which is nice. This 1 is done, so it must be here. Must be 2. This one is solved. This honeycomb is solved with this mine here. So close that one up. 2. This 2 is solved. This 2 already has 2. This already has 3. This already has 2. So that's solved for. That's solved for. This 3 is not yet, but it must be. Oh, that is not me. It must be in here, but that doesn't matter. This 2 must be here. Be some other option. Oh, this must be 1. 1, 2, 3. So it cannot be. This 4 is solved. This one is done. 2. 2 in here. And it must be here. Only 1 in this line, so it must be in here. And it already has 1. So 1, 2. So it can't be any of these. 1, so it must be, cannot be, cannot be. This is already done. Those are completed. That's done. 2 is done. So this makes 3. And 1, 2, 3. Right, 3 mines to go. 1, so that's completed. This 2 is done. One of them must. Oh, this is already done, right? And must be separated. So it can't be here. So presumably this will give us the answer because it can't go 1, 2, 3 because it can't be consecutive due to the dashes. 3. We flew through it. Thanks for watching. That's our puzzle of the day. 5 days in a row.